Welcome to Japan, one of the most fascinating countries in the world. Every year, millions of people come to this beautiful land to experience the cuisine, the culture, the natural hospitality of the Japanese people, and the many places to visit that are so different from what they are used to. Today, we will travel to Yamagata prefecture and explore the very interesting port city of Sakata. During the Edo period in Japan, from the 1600s well into the 1800s, Sakata flourished as a major port city due to its location where the Mogami River flows into the ocean. This enabled a booming domestic trade with the rest of Japan. From the late 1600s, boats lined the Mogami River to load cargo onto the Kitamae-bune ships. These ships serviced the major cities of Japan, including the new capital of Edo, now Tokyo, and its huge need for rice that enriched this entire part of Japan. During this time, the wealthiest family in the country called Sakata home, and the streets of downtown were lined with merchants' homes and a bustling entertainment district for the many commercial and government officials that did business here. The remnants of this area of prosperity can still be seen in the many historical museums and sightseeing points throughout the city. Sakata also continues to produce some of the finest rice and sake in all of Japan, which can be enjoyed during your visit. The city is also located next to Mount Chokai and its vast network of spring water and waterfalls. This includes waterfalls that you can drink from and hikes that take you through the vast beech forests at the base of this beautiful mountain. And at the heart of the city can be found the historical landmark, Somaro. Dating back over 200 years, Somaro is a Maiko teahouse and museum, showcasing the legacy of the vibrant history between Sakata and Kyoto. Originally known as Somaya, Somaro served as an entertainment hub during the time the city prospered as a bustling port. Sakata enjoyed a booming trade with Kyoto, and it was through this exchange that Kyoto's famed geisha culture was introduced to Sakata and took form in Somaya. With its renowned cuisine, sophisticated style, and over 150 Maiko and geisha, Somaya was known as the finest restaurant in this region of Shonai, and a premier spot for merchants and government officials. Additionally, Somaya was extremely private, with an invitation required for entry. During the Shonai earthquake in 1895, all of Somaya except for the White Storehouse was destroyed. The current structure of Somaro was rebuilt around this building, which is still operational today. Following World War II, Somaya began to decline and eventually closed in 1995. However, aware of what an important cultural asset this was, Mr. Kaiichi Nita and his company, Hirata Bokujo, took up the task of restoring and reopening Somaya. With the help of artisans and specialists from across the country, Mr. Nita was able to restore Somaya to its original splendor and renamed it Somaro for its grand reopening in the year 2000. Much of this history can still be observed within the home. Among the many tea rooms in Somaro, there is a secret tea room for important meetings in the rice storehouse that was both secure and hidden when the doors were sealed. A Maiko training organization for apprentice geisha was also established in Somaro. Maiko must go through 6 months of intensive training in dance, singing, playing the shamisen, and numerous other specialized social skills and etiquette before they are permitted to perform in front of guests. Somaro hosts performances which are authentic and not unlike those one might see in Kyoto. Somaro also hosts the personal collection of Mr. Yumeji Takehisa, a famous Japanese poet and artist who was one of the leading figures of the Taisho Romanticism movement, combining Western Romanticism with native Japanese styles. These stunning works were brought to Somaro by Takehisa's granddaughter, who selected this tea house to introduce his work to the public. Somaro is now a proud destination for tourists around Japan. With a recent visit by officials from the United Nations, Somaro also now seeks to become a tourism spot for international visitors in time for the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Sakata is a 1-hour flight from Haneda Airport and is also accessible via bullet train.
Top Wolf Production!